Good morning, guys. It is 6:30 a.m. and it is moving day. Well, we had the van yesterday, and oh my gosh, I put together the cutest video. I just am dying to find the time where I can't tell whether this is out of focus or I just can't see anything at this time in the morning. There's ringing in my ears. I'm absolutely exhausted. The movers are coming today, so whatever hasn't been packed into a box will just remain on a floor somewhere, and I'll have to come back tomorrow and fix it all up. Excuse me. So, in terms of autism, I think the most interesting thing that I've found was that I said to Finn, I don't know, quite a few days ago, I said, I need you to pack up your room and make sure that's all ready because I've got the whole house to do and I have to help Bo and teach Bo how to do what he needs to do. No, that's not the interesting. The interesting thing was I just said, I need you to pack up your room. And he just did it. He just did it. He went up. He packed everything. Now, Finn's never moved before. We've never, we have, but... Oh, excuse me. We've never packed before, but he just went up and packed. I mean, I doubt he sort of wrapped anything. He's 15. I doubt he wrapped anything specially and carefully and whatever. But the kid packed his whole room. In fact, he's been possibly the most amazing human being over the last 2-3 days. Honestly, he's stepped up. But from a point of autism, what was really interesting to me was to watch Finn just grab some boxes, put them together, and pack. Whereas with Bo, as you've seen from the small videos I've put together, it's been a completely different process. I mean, there's just no intuition there. There's no prior knowledge. There's no... Intuition is the best word I can use for it. What you saw was me showing him how to pack a box from beginning to end. Oh God, I packed the kettle. It's empty. And that was it. Honestly, he couldn't have done it the rest on his own. He really couldn't. I took him through the learning process. But when it came down to yesterday, because yesterday we had the moving van to move as much as we possibly could, save as much money as we could, I went up to get Bo's bedroom finished off and packed up in boxes. And he was in there, and, even with me in there helping him, it really was a challenge for him. The difficulty, I think, from his perspective, was the inflexibility of what could go together, as well as the fine motor skills of things like tearing the tearing he couldn't tear the masking tape at all himself. He didn't like the sound of, you know, that tape sort of, I would call it a machine, but I suppose anything with moving parts, it technically is a machine, but you know, he does. So we'd have to make up the box downstairs. Then, stupidly, last box, I made up the box. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's just, I think I'm going to sleep for a week. And it didn't have a lid. It didn't, for some reason, it just didn't have the fold down bits. And that caused him extreme anxiety. To which I just had to say, we'll find a lid for it, don't worry. And then told Finn to shove it as quickly as he could on top in the van. But it's so interesting to see how, I mean, and this is autism in a nutshell, how advanced they are in certain areas. And, you know, it's something that, once again, the amazing Richard Eisenmeyer has always sort of said, and that is, you know, when you do an IQ test with what we would call a neurotypical person, you've got this sort of, you'll see these like this, but, you know, with autism, it's that sort of thing. And, you know, for a kid who's doing physics, chem, bio, maths, you know, to not be able to pack a box or tear masking tape, it's just, after 19 years on this earth, I'm still learning about him and working with him. I mean, I'll never stop working with him because I adore him to pieces and he's my baby and I'll always work with him. Oh, sorry again. I'm so sorry. They'll be here in a couple of hours and I've got, oh my gosh, so much still to pack and do. So I just wanted to get this off for you guys because it's just from an autism point of view, as Bo said, you know, I know him well enough to have given him enough notice that we were going to be moving. And how sweet that child is saying, you know, oh, I can understand how it would be intimidating for other, you know, for people. But, you know, I've prepared him as absolute best as I possibly could. But the physical element of moving, where Finn was like a jackrabbit just jumping around, loading. Finn loved the hydraulic tailgate. But the work he put in was astounding. And it was all just intuitive. I mean, you know, like I said, don't get me wrong, the kid loads a dishwasher and it's like, you just open it up and go, seriously. But he's loading a dishwasher. You know, you've got to really sort of take these things with a grain of salt. And whereas Bo he had to leave. He had to leave the house. He's gone to stay with his dad. Finn actually slept in the new house last night. He had a mate come over. His gorgeous favourite bestie, Reese, who is just, you know when your kid finds a friend who has the same morals and values and all that sort of stuff, and just so happy for them to be besties. They bring out the best in each other. And 2 weeks ago, I said, you know what? And I said it to Reese, actually. I said, do you want to come over for a special sleepover in the new house on the 18th? And then Finn was like, oh, you know, and Reese, God bless his cotton socks, he put it in his calendar, special sleepover, or he had it in his memory or something, because he showed me. And Finn was convinced there was no way. He was like, there'll be nothing there. They're like, you know, I said, well, your mattress will be there and this, that, we can put it there. I really thought that he would love to sleep at the new place. And then he was like, no, there'll be nothing there. But of course, last night, because he's my son and I know him through and through, he was like, oh, can we sleep at the new house? I'm like, yeah, I kind of anticipated that. So they stayed at the new house for the whole night. And I'll give them a call in a couple of hours. There is no way they will be up. So yeah, that's today and the last couple of days. And it's just been really, really, really interesting. Oh, I feel like Bo. This is what Bo does during every video. To see the difference between the two of them. It's been really, really interesting. Anyway. Okay, guys. I've got a full day. I'm going to try and get something edited for you, because seriously, yesterday was so cute. It was just, I'm doing like a speed up version of Finn packing the truck. It's just so funny. Anyway, take care, be safe, love your kids, and I'll see you.